Alright, so I'm going to show you this amazing automation trick in Logic Pro X using this short composition that I've created. Let's take a quick listen through it first. Right, so that was my composition, and if you check closely here, you can already see that I have added automation here to the main melody, especially in the end part here. It dives down because I just want that high sustaining note before the end here. Now, the usual way to add automation is to go into the piano roll editor, CC automation that is, and here you will find if this is the default view, by the way. If I click on a region, then click E to get into piano roll, or P, I use E to get into the editor view. And then you click on A to access the automation lane here. And here it is defaulting to note velocity. You can see in the back here that I have added the automation, which is grayed out now because the note velocity is what is selected. So then you can click here and see all the used automation, which is modulation, expression, and the sustain pedal. So you can click here to see the modulation automation, and go through everything and write in the automation or adjust what you have recorded already. Then you can click on the next one. This is very tiresome, of course. So one of the first things I learned was to auto flow between these different use automations. And by the way, you can also create new automation. Let's say the expression was not added. Well, it's a default here, so you simply click here and it will be added, so you can add automation data. Well, the first trick, which was what I learned first, is Command Y, which is the key command to flow between the used automation lanes. So expression, Command Y to sustain, Command Y back to note velocity, modulation, and then it goes round and round. But still, the main drawback I have always felt in Logic Pro X is I can only see one automation lane one at a time. Well, now here is my secret. And that is, let me show you. Close this. Go to the step editor. So first, select the clip, then switch from piano roll to step editor. And here you will see I have the lanes, modulation lane, CC expression, breath control, which I have not added for this clip, but I can if I want to, expression, sustain, brightness, which is the filter, and MIDI volume. So how did I get these here? Because the default is actually to see like the notes only, I think. Well, it's called lane sets. So open up the track inspector and check here. Lane set. This is only available, I think, when you are in the step editor view. And then you simply need to create a new lane set. I created one and labeled it expression CC. Automatic is this, the notes. This is what you will see if you click from the piano roll to the step editor if you haven't set this up already. So go here, create a new lane set. Let's see, let's do that just for the sake of it. You will get this lane set. Let's call it, rename lane set CC new, like so. Now here, you only see volume right now. Well, simply add whatever lane you want. Create new lane. Create a couple of lanes here to begin with. Let's say like so. The most common thing to automate is the modulation wheel, of course. So then, how do you change this from volume? Well, it's here. Lane, every single lane here has its own settings here. Number, CC7. No, we're gonna go in there and take number 1, modulation. Voila! Now I see the modulation CC values for the selected clip. Then I can go to the next one. Here you can choose whatever you want. Do you want the modulation up at the top? And then perhaps you want to have the... You might not want to have the breath control, but I will, like so. And then expression, which is 11. Perhaps you want to automate panning. Well, that's CC10. Now you can simply add that. And what's even better is that I find it much easier to write in and edit automation data here, because basically the visual interface looks better than this. I don't like this. So step editing is amazing for automating CC values. Now you can simply use your pencil tool. So I have that as the command tool. Click here and just drag like so, make a cool curve to add that movement into the strings and whatever. So once you have set up these automation lanes, I recommend that you add all the lanes you will use most often. So let's say the filter cutoff for synthesizers is CC, let's see, 74, which is called brightness, but that is the cutoff filter. So once you have set all this up, I think it will be stored in the main preferences of Logic Pro X. Otherwise, I recommend saving this into your templates, because it is one of the most amazing things for me personally for my music composition workflow. Because now I can simply select a clip, look inside, and edit all the CC automation data while looking at the different settings here. So I can see that, oh, the expression, let's say this was nothing here. Well, I can just grab the pen tool, adjust it like so. You can also very fast delete it by selecting this clip. Now everything is selected, by the way. Selecting that, click the delete button, and it's gone. So let's get that back. I really recommend that you learn to use this amazing feature. And what's even better, if you have two monitors like I do, I have actually created a screen set for this. So if I click on, let's say, I think it's 3, you can't see this now, but if I select this clip, I can see the full lane set here for CC automation on my left screen. So if I click that clip, I can see every single automation lane for that clip, on that clip, on that clip, and so on. So experiment with this, have fun automating CC for emotion and expression in your music. Subscribe now and watch a lot more videos on composing music, producing music, sound design, Logic Pro X, and much more. I'll see you in the next video, my friends.